Yeah, Mr. Trump-tastic, you know, I just flipped the game. Yo, yes, Mr. Trump-tastic on the Black Donald Trump radio show. Turn up, patrons, yeah. And I'm juiced up like my name is Descarino. I broke the voting machines and I hit it like bingo. And I'm juiced up like my name is Descarino. I broke the voting machines and I hit it like bingo. 3-piece chicken wing, I made a step at Dino's. Mr. Trump-tastic, I'm rapping bilingual. I made another hit and I'm popping like the Pringles can. I'm giving off about the same way when an eagle land. Money on your head, turn me green like an Eagles fan. Dancing like I'm crippled, but I don't need no legs to stand. Trying to block my shine, will have you running out of sunscreen. I'm flying through the sky, but I jump without a bungee. I'm dressed in all black, had me dancing like the grungy. I'm flexing in the jungle and I flipped it like a monkey. Smoking on some purple, same color as Mr. Dink. I'm crawling on your floor, but I'm oozing at your kitchen sink. Household name, and I think I just broke the bank. You used to flip the dog food, now you just smoking hang. MAGA land, turn me up, I mixed it with the propane. Had to pull the stick out like I'm about to get my oil changed. I didn't make the cut, but I still started anyway. I didn't make the cut, but I still started anyway. Every time I walk out the house, I cause an avalanche. Mr. Trump-tastic, I'm cool like a dab and ranch. I'm the one who made you move your feet, move side to side. I sprayed them like a roach, but I killed them with a insecticide. Watching fake news, had you dancing like the zombie. You work for Trader Joe with a face like Mitt Romney. Easy on the pickles while I'm squeezing out the Tommy. And I'm juiced up like my name is Descarino. I broke the voting machines and I hit it like bingo. And I'm juiced up like my name is Descarino. Yo, yes. Yes. Back again. We up late at night too. I hope y'all got y'all coffee, cigarettes, whatever additives you're on tonight. We might be up late. Yeah, we might be up late tonight. Probably for about 2 or 3 hours. It's the late night show. As you can see, there is a MAGA meltdown, y'all. I can't hold it back anymore. I had to talk about it. Y'all see the thumbnail. We got Candace Owens, Laura Loomer, and Tucker Carlson, y'all. This shit crazy. They all getting paid too. They all getting paid from somewhere. We all know Laura Loomer. Allegedly, she's a Israeli Mossad spy, and she loves Donald Trump, man. And she's obsessed with Donald Trump, like to the point where she just want to do some Monica Lewinsky type shit. You know what I'm saying? Man, let's pull this picture up because this shit crazy. Hold on, family. This shit crazy right here. Yeah, we got to talk about it. I'm tired of ignoring it. I mean, we already did documentaries on each one of these people. You know, everything I say, I already done said it a few years back. You know what I'm saying? We already done heard the inconsistencies with Tucker. We heard he was a delivery boy at Comet Pizza. Yes, he was. We heard he was a delivery boy at Comet Pizza. And we just went over that. He wanted Israel blown off the map. About 10 years ago, 8 years ago, he said that. So I don't know what made his ass flip. You know, he probably got that money. He probably got that Qatar money. So Candace Owens. What happened to Candace Owens? She struck out with this dude. Yeah, she had y'all thinking pedo man 55 was innocent.
Man, this the call-in show. Where y'all at, man? Man, I swear, man. It seems like I'm the only. I ain't the only one, but over here, man, we could go on forever and ever. The news don't stop over here. We pop up with something new every day. But yeah, she struck out behind this. I don't think she ever cleaned this up either, y'all. She didn't apologize. Like Candace Owens gotta rewind the tape, man. You know, she gotta apologize. Cause she's caused some mass confusion in this MAGA movement, especially bringing Kanye West in. He's a porn star. And why would a so-called Catholic woman be surrounded by somebody as sick and twisted as Kanye West? I don't know. I don't know. It blows me. You know what I'm saying? We went over Kanye West yesterday and his daughter. Allegedly, she looks 40 years old. Yes, she does. Oh no, what's going on? We went over the Scientology part over why these kids are aging. They all into this transformer movement. But some say this is allegedly. I don't know if these pictures been floating around on the internet forever. So we about to pull this shit up because I want to know the damn truth too. I mean, if Laura Loomer watching, shouts out to Laura Loomer. If Candace Owens tuning in, shout out to Candace Owens. If Tucker Carlson tuning in, shout out to Tucker, right? But this shit floating around on the internet, so we go use this material to our advantage. But allegedly, she Israeli Mossad out this bitch. So I don't know what to think. Man, she loved Donald Trump too. But look, let's pull this up, family. Shouts out to the people that's watching in here. Man, I seen that shit. I said, oh my God. Man, her damn head about 5 times bigger than Trump. Ain't no way. I mean, some of her pictures, man, she got glamour shots that make her look, you know what I'm saying, about a 5, 4 or 5. You know what I'm saying? But then again, they say she wears size 13. She got big ass tugboats on. But as you can see, this head is massive, man. She got a damn bull massive. So her head about 3 times bigger than Trump, and he's looking at her like, what the fuck? And shit, this looked like the fake Trump to me. This looked like Trump 2.0. Because I think, honestly, this is what I believe. I believe when Laura Loomer come around, the real Donald Trump get the hell up out of there. So he sent his doppelganger in here to deal with her. Because the thing is, I believe she trying to get so close to Trump, she gonna try to poison him, prick him with something. You know what I'm saying? Because she's too obsessed, man. Like, damn, like it's like she want to give fellatio. And the thing is, allegedly, they had some type of encounter. Allegedly, I know, motherfucking Ivanka's pissed. I know she is pissed. I'm gonna be honest with you. She gotta be pissed every time she come around. But like I said, this what been floating around on the internet. So she mad because everybody talking shit about Israel. And I told y'all about Israel. That's 4 different gods. Y'all done mixed up together. I don't know why y'all see. I thought people were monotheistic, but a lot of people are polytheistic, man. Yeah, a lot of people worship a multitude of gods. And then when I bring a question to the table, shit, don't nobody want to answer my question. That's how I know there's fake people out there that don't have no discernment at all about what's going on in this simulation. They have completely been left behind. And we could basically monitor everybody that didn't survive this reset. You do know that, right? Because there's this thing that manipulates the psyche. Yes, and it's very artificial, and you cannot stop it. You cannot stop it. So this was scary to me. I seen these pictures. I said, "Oh my god!" So you don't know what you gonna get. So right here, you got the glamour shots. It's like, I mean, this shit flow. I'm pretty sure she's seen this shit too. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to bash or anything. This shit, we gonna talk about it. We gonna talk about it. She got big head. Why she got a big head? Why is her head large? The thing is, if you really gotta change, you know what I'm saying? Just come out and say you got the damn change. You got the switcheroo. We not go judge you. Just we go judge you if you being sneaky about it. But the thing is, there's too many noticeable photos that we could just question like something ain't right, man. Like, come on, man, we're not fucking stupid. All right, you love Donald Trump. What the fuck's next? What else you got up your sleeve? That's the thing. Everybody love, not everybody, but majority of the people, they love Donald Trump. But what's next? You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck? So I be questioning her sometimes. I mean, she an insider because she probably most likely is a Israeli agent and she know everything Donald Trump knows because somebody told her. Mossad is like a branch of the CIA, and somehow she know everything, and she only 31 years old. God damn it! How the hell you 31 years old and you know shit that's going on in the White House? Like what the hell? What the hell? What the heliante? What the helion? Candace Owens. We all know she's central casting. They are all actors, central casting, and a few more companies. And the reason why she mad is because Trump did not put her in his administration. So guess what? After that, y'all got Amanda Pecan's wife. She talked about how she had a penis, like we really gave a fuck. Because the thing is, she might have a penis. She might have a penis. And allegedly, some say Candace Owens has a penis too. I've heard that as well. And I've heard Tucker was zesty. I've heard rumors about all three of these entities. But guess what? Nobody's going to shed the light on it. Nobody's going to really. See, the thing is, when somebody has a real question for these people, they can shut down the visibility on what you say on a post. So they can shut the visibility down so everybody don't see what the hell what's really going on in the comment section. It be popping in the y'all know it be popping in the comment section. Matter of fact, sometimes I screenshot some of y'all comments and put them on my show. Cause the thing is, y'all treat the comment section like it ain't shit. That's where all that's where it go down at. Trust me. Trust me. And then you see, you know what I'm saying? For instance, you go in here, Elon Musk, he made this post, but when you go in here, you might see somebody with 10 visibilities, but he got he got some damn info, you know what I'm saying? But shit, they shut that, man. They got this shit manufactured AI shit. You not gonna know who's who, who's doing what unless you tapped in with the true nature of God. If you tapped into yourself, you ain't gonna be worried about no damn war. You not gonna be worried about it because it's out of your hands anyway. Whatever they do overseas is out of your hands because it's out of your pay range. First of all, it's out of your pay range, and second of all, obviously they don't want Iran having a nuclear weapon. But the thing is, Trump posted this. We know who did it. We know who sent that money, fam. And like I said, over time they developed nuclear capabilities. We ain't going foot on the ground, boots, foot on the ground. The thing is, people are freaking out, like, oh my God, uh, Trump is gonna send American soldiers to war. Why would he send American soldiers in a battlefield after he just nuked it? Now you gotta wait till all that nuclear fallout, resides before you can send people in there to clean the shit up afterwards. But that'd be a hell of a cleanup. But the thing is, with the nuclear fallout, you don't want no kids, you don't want casualties, or you know what I'm saying. But the thing is, the kids they learn to hate Israel from school. They teach the kids that hate Israel from school, and I'm pretty sure they might do that in Israel too. I don't know if they preach hate. Well, yeah, they do, because I done heard rabbis and people in Israel say they ain't fucking with Jesus Christ. I done heard that shit too. They both fucked up in the head. So I don't get it. They both fucked up in the head, and they both weird as fuck. Can't believe people just. Well, I tell you, because the first thing I said, y'all worshiping four different gods. Y'all worshiping Jesus Christ, ISIS, Ra, and El out this bitch. So if you worshiping three different gods, I know damn sure you been fooled by Candace Owens and Central Casting and company. A lot of people just now catching up, but we call them in the truther community Johnny come latelys, y'all. They Johnny come latelys. They don't catch on till after they've been screwed 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 times. Like damn, bro, how many times you go get fooled before you know what the hell is really going on? And trust me, these hypocrites won't apologize at all. Now I don't know what the hell. See, the thing is, Trump feeding everybody content too. Yeah, I noticed that Trump giving them plenty of content out. That's all I'm gonna say. And yes, we go eat it. We go eat the data up. We're gonna eat it up. So yeah, I'm not sure people really know what's going on. To be honest, it's the call-in show, y'all. It's the call-in show. We all know that Obama is the abomination of desolation. All right, we all know Obama was strategically planted here for a reason, and that was to cause mass confusion. That was to bring zest, the zest community into American politics. He had many of things going on, and he did it in the public eye too. And he smokes crack. On top of that, he smokes crack. So that's the crazy part about it. My president is drug free. He doesn't drink, he doesn't smoke, but he's like your old uncle that don't hit the damn pipe, you know what I'm saying, too many times. And he don't know what the fuck going on. Obama is gonna be they go cook him. And allegedly he's already cooked. Now let's pull this up while we on this damn screen. So y'all see this. Local and state and federal law enforcement officer who cover their faces while conducting official business could face a misdemeanor charge, y'all. Officers who cover their faces could be charged with a misdemeanor under California proposal. And you already know the police is going to be state against the feds. State against the feds. So, guess what? This could result in a full blown shootout between ICE and the police. You see where this is going? And people are worried about a damn war in Israel. Can't do nothing about that, but this is going on in your backyard. This is currently going on in your backyard. Okay? And the reason why most of this is going on in your backyard is because of this guy right here. Okay? And that drug called adrenochrome. The most powerful drug known to man. This drug is more potent than Fetty Wap. All right? And this is to keep these people young. All right? This is their youth serum that they have to extract out of a kid that has been, you know, pandaized. That's all I'm going to say. Once they get to the panda eyes, they can extract the adrenochrome, y'all. And that's what's on this red folder. That's what's really on this red folder. This is why they try to get rid of 45 and 47. This is why they continue the confusion with Ed Bighead. It's Ed Bighead, y'all. I don't know what else. It's Ed Bighead, man. But she makes sure she the loudest Trump supporter in the building, and she know everything before we get to it. She know everything. She feeding us information. Who's leaking this entity information from the White House? That's all I want to know. And why is she so in love with Donald Trump? Very odd. Very odd. I don't question her. I really don't question her information because shit, most of it sound on point. Even Candace Owens, some of the stuff she say sound on point, and then she go off script because she paid. Candace Owens turns on Trump, says he's destroying America's future. That's bold. That's bold. All right. That's some bold shit to say. Just like Elon Musk, he said some bold shit about Trump. Matter of fact, let's be honest. Elon Musk, he said worse shit about Trump than Candace Owens and these two. Now you see where are the hypocrites? Where are the hypocrites tonight? Y'all had smoke for these three, but y'all don't have smoke for Elion because y'all really don't worship Elion. Y'all worship his technology. Just like Christ. People really don't fuck with Jesus like that. The only reason why people worship Jesus is because he performed miracles. If he couldn't perform them miracles, man, they would have told him to scram. If Elon Musk could not perform these miracles, he would have been gone. Okay? I told y'all, go look at that documentary we did about the Lord of the Flies. All right? We call them bot flies because they're bots and they get told what to do by the queen bee. All right? We call that the Masonic beehive. And people still worship this today. People still worship the tomb of Osiris, or what we call The X, fam. The X is where located in the middle of the earth, in the center of the earth. Where who is center? Center is Santa. Where is Santa located? Yes, north 33rd degree, family. Yes. All this ties into flat earth Egyptian cosmology as well. The quantum computer is the Antichrist. People waiting for a certain individual, but in the last days, they said it would be many Antichrists. Laura Loomer, Candace Owens, Tucker, Antichrist. They all three Antichrists. They all three getting paid by foreign entities to break up the Macedonian movement, which they have somewhat successfully did because, like I said, Elon Musk, he dug in the half. But basically, this the end. It's really the end for real. I'm gonna be honest with you. He dug in half because you gotta think he invested all that money into MAGA. You don't think he's gonna get his investment, especially if he's wearing a Baphomet costume. All right, he out for revenge. You think he like humans? Hell no. Y'all go find out the hard way because the shit already here and you can't do nothing to stop it because some say humans are dumb and they have to go along with everything that's been written in the script and they can't do nothing about it. Do you see anybody fighting back against artificial intelligence? No. Why? Why is that? It's because everybody is ran off this script called autopilot. All right. They're not removing this threat at all. Nobody's removing this threat. Okay. Is there. It's matter of fact, it's always been there. All right. You see these damn Catholics and uh these Masonic overlords worshiping the pine cone, but the pine cone is another form of this quantum computer. It's the pineal gland. All right. The Vatican, excuse me, the Vatican has a statue of the pine cone. All right. But when they open this thing up, that's when they release hell on earth. And then when they close it, it's when you come get in your pod. But the thing is, only a few people escape the matrix and wake up. But everybody else, they're fallen angels. They fell asleep at the wheel, or what we call Eden. This is what we consider Eden, or the pioneer, or what we call the pinnacle family. When this thing open up, it only open up for, they say, 7 years, and then after the 7 year tribulation, that shit closed back up. You end up getting calcified. All right, calcified, aka Chronocon. 200,000 to cheat death. A new cryonics lab will freeze your body and attempt to revive you in the future. Godspeed. This represents God's speed right here. Because once the pineal gland is calcified and is frozen, guess what? You could cheat death. What did I say? The pineal gland personifies the brain computer interface, or what they call the pineal gland. All right. And this is the cloud that you have to upload. This is the cloud you have to upload to. This shit shaped like an inertial plane. Positive, negative, it's your inertial plane. This is where you reside at between the crease, or what they call the Christ. And you can see the Christ with the crown on his head right here. And the cross is the positive. And there go your negative. That's where all the bad stuff comes out at. This is where you drop off all your sins. This is how Christ descended to hell to get the keys. He had to die for all you fucks. Imagine that. Imagine that, man. That's part of voodooism too. I told y'all, people out here practicing voodoo in the name of Christ. Y'all paying y'all sins to Christ, and y'all don't want to account for anything. And that's why these motherfuckers could lie, kick, scream, and do whatever to your ass, and you still go donate and slide that damn credit card. Because they do it in the name of Christ. They do it in the name of Israel. They do it in the name of Qatar. They do it in the name of you said. They all getting funded. Look at this fuck. Israel Prime Minister Netan. Y'all know what his fucking name stands for? His name stands for Netan. Nehutan. You know who the Nehutan is? That's the damn serpent. He represents this God called Yah or Yahweh. This is Yahoo. This is Yahoo email too. That shit tied to this Jewish God they call Yah or Yahoo or Yahuwah. But Netan is Satan. Yes, Netan is Satan. Because this God deals with a netting system or a layering system. Or I call it a layering system because all these alternate universes are just layers over the base reality. And you can't get the Zen because you can't break these damn seven. It's 7 of them. That's where you get your Jewish menorah at. But the thing is, you can't get to the kingdom of God because you worship the sun and the moon. The sun is Christ. You have to get through the sun to get to the kingdom of God. Jesus Christ is a gate guard to the Father. But the thing is, people have perverted the Holy Ghost, family. People have perverted the crown. You see the crown? That's the electromagnetic torus field over the heart. That's perverted right now. People don't have uh this shielding system to protect their heart because they said God weighs the heart, and if it's light as a feather, boom, the Holy Ghost ascends above the Father and the Son, family. But guess what? Y'all used to, it's the gospel right here. It's the ghost spell right here. Hired by foreign entities to dismantle grassroots movement, y'all. In good faith, too. They'll seem like they doing it in good faith. You're not gonna know because you're stupid. If the shoe fits, wear it. You know what I'm saying? I ain't talking. If the shoe fits, wear it. You know how I do. I'm not a dickhead, but some people are gumps, and some people are gonna have to succumb to of being left behind. And people will continue to do podcasts after being labeled a fucking hypocrite. Like you really go come on your podcast and keep on talking after we caught you red-handed, and you're not gonna address these claims that you know what I'm saying? That's on this paper. Yes, the algorithm is built like that because, like I said, uh, most of these hosts, man, they really don't have a leg to stand on if something's not being stirred up in America or overseas. What the fuck else they gonna talk about, y'all? What the fuck else are they gonna talk about? And I done heard Candace Owens talk about so much shit that was wrong. She made it sound right, but the shit just wrong. And nobody and people would confront her about it, but she does not put those people in line. You'll never hear from them because they can't answer your questions. They can't answer your questions. Even Gronk can't answer your fucking questions because Gronk is technically the mate is based off is calibrated off your thinking cap. So if you dumb as fuck and you ask Gronk a question by the basis of your IQ, that's what you go get. You think Gronk go tell this motherfucker the truth? Hell fuck no. Same thing when you type the shit in. You think Gronk go tell you the truth? Well, you think you a smart ass. You think he think he's a smart ass. All right, but he worked for NASA. How you a globe head, but you work for NASA, the serpent? How you a Christian and you believe in globe Earth when your Bible says it's flat? All right, when we pull up this biblical cosmology, it says it's flat. There go your Tower of Babel right here. And like I said, you got different layers of heaven that you got to bust through, different layers of deception, basically. But when you stung by this entity, you're poisoned for life. You have to reincarnate because this serpent represents a dualistic nature. So when you get bit by the serpent, you become the demiurge, and guess what? You know the knowledge between good and evil. Now you could come in these spaces and trick the NPCs, y'all, and they get a kick out of it. Oh man, see, this the reason why I don't stay up late because when we go into the religious side of why you're being tricked, it's pretty much game over. Everything else is just he said, she said shit. So we showed y'all the big head alien. And let me show y'all this. Because you're not gonna be able to tell here pretty soon. And we go get into Tucker. We ain't really combed into Tucker, but we go pull up the spit spats between these three people. We go pull up what they've been saying. So hold tight. Let's pull this back. I would like to pull some of their caps back because the thing is, if we pull her hair off and we pull, is Candace hair real? I don't know. They say some black girls like wearing weave and shit. Is this a wig? Candace, is this a wig? You know what I'm saying? We don't know. Tucker always has his legs crossed. He wears those man, those he wears no shoes, no socks with just dress shoes. I'll show you what I'm talking about. I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about. Because even he talk, he got a light voice. And he might have a wife, but I don't know. He come off a little feminine to me. He come off a little feminine to me sometimes. So I mean, like I said, he speak the truth. They all speak a little bit of truth. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm like, man, what the hell? So the thing is, man, I'm not gonna completely bash. I'm not gonna completely bash these two. I mean, these three all together, but something's fishy going on. You know what I'm saying? Something ain't right. We all know that. We're not stupid. Like, man, just tell us what's going on. It's like, do you think? See, the thing is, if they keep on stringing this shit along, it's only gonna get worse, y'all. It's only gonna get worse. Because there's, like I said, there's some inconsistencies about her. This shit floating around on the internet. She says Photoshop, but when we pull up a real picture, she says, "Oh, this one is without the makeup." And then when we zoom in, we see that it's filtered on top of the no makeup she put. So a lot of women do that. Like, they might not put no makeup on, but they sure do put that filter on. Like, come on, man. We're all grown. Like, stop it. Like, if you're a transformer, you know what I'm saying, just come out and say it. This the call-in show too. It's the call-in show too, by the way. So when I say these motherfuckers be wearing these, I don't trust. Look, you come around with some leprechaun joints like these, I'm gonna be pissed. I promise you. I'm not gonna take you seriously if you got some leprechaun fives on. All right, y'all wear these shits, these conquistadors. Don't tell me y'all wear these damn conquistadors. These George Washingtons. Them Pale Grants 85s right here, y'all. Y'all, oh my God, we in trouble, man. We in trouble, man. Y'all don't pick up on the little shit. That's how I know we ain't gonna make it. I'll tell you that much. We ain't gonna make it. So I don't understand why people egging this shit on. There ain't no motherfucking way you would catch me in these Giuseppe's. Nigga. Hell no. This Andrew Tate with his Giuseppe's. What the fuck are those? You tell me what the fuck are those? That shit look whack to me. I'm gonna be honest. That shit look played the fuck out. You ever see me in these? Just know I done sold my soul. All right, and we all know he's a rapist. Him right there, he's a rapist, y'all. Yes, he is. He just did corn with Bonnie, and guess what? All the kids like him too. So yeah, he turned your kids out. He groomed your kids too. I told y'all. If you believed anything in it, what this man had to say, that means you've been left behind, y'all. How did he trick you? We knew about this guy damn near after he came out and told on himself. But people treated him like the goddamn Messiah. If you was tricked by this dude, you definitely going to hell with the Antichrist. I promise you that. I promise you that. Because only a responsible adult knew this dude was a sexual predator and a sexually deviant entity. But like I said, most y'all sickos, y'all watch nasty movies anyway. That's all y'all got. Y'all got fucking the internet and nasty movies, and then that's it. That's all your life is about, and fucking politics. And then you take your ass to bed. You really don't give a fuck about Israel and Iran. Like I said, you just bought a big ass tomahawk steak from Walmart, and you just put that bitch on the grill. You ain't really thinking about no Iran and motherfucking Israel. You don't really give a fuck. You fucking hypocrite. I told y'all ain't about to play me. Y'all could play all these gumps on the internet, but the people that follow me, shit, we already see right through your bullshit on site. Matter of fact, we ahead of everybody else. That's why the numbers are low, y'all. That's exactly why the numbers are low. Because we fucking light years ahead of everybody else. Now we gotta wait for everybody else to catch up to what we done said 3 or 4 years ago about the same motherfuckers we complaining about now on the internet. You go back 3 years and figure this shit out, 3 or 4 years and figure this shit out, especially if you got a trained eye. That means your pineal gland ain't working. Now he led y'all kids to the damn water and the pasture. Now you can't get them back. Now your kids exposed to corn because of this motherfucker. But just because he had right wing politic talking points, your ass fell into the damn matrix. You stupid bitch. You might be a fucking pedophile if he could trick you into being one, and you telling your kids, yeah, go watch it. Man, I told my motherfucking kid Andrew Tate a pedophile. Don't watch his ass. Did you tell him? Did you tell your kid that? Hell no, because you a piece of shit parent, and you don't fucking have no discernment. You claim you religious, but you ain't got the real Holy Ghost, man. You ain't ascended yet. You still dwell with the serpent. You still dwell with this motherfucker. The serpent. I told y'all going to hell with the Antichrist. Hell gonna be full, y'all. I'm telling you. People think they got this, but they don't. Especially if you was tricked by. I go all day. I got this shit documented, man. Especially if you was tricked by this dude. Oh, you definitely going to hell if you was tricked by Quaden. And some say he's from. I think he might be from Qatar. See, the thing is, they you know what they do? Where is Quaden from? I think he's from Qatar too. He's one of them damn towel heads. And guess what? They send people like this over to America, and they see how they bring this motherfucker out. They say, if Americans could get tricked by this guy, imagine what else we could do with these. Turn your ass right into a fly. Turn your ass right into a fly. Like I said before, we did an episode on the Lord of the Flies. Once they mind fuck you, they turn you into a animal. They turn you into an animal. And like I said, they send influencers to gauge the public stupidity. So if they know the majority of the public is stupid, yeah, they'll send their influencers out to stir the pot. Guess what? That's the gossip, the gospel. How many times do I have to tell y'all the same shit every fucking day? And then when I get online, we got to deal with the Johnny come latelys. It's to the point where shit, why even correct people on the internet anymore? Since they fucking following the lie, why even correct people? This is why the thing is, I'm going to tell you what's going on. I'm going to tell you what's going on. The people y'all think ain't waking up, they already woke up. They're just like, man, it don't matter if we remember it or not. The truth don't matter anyway in these lower realms. They don't, because these people are anchored to this God called Yahuwah, Netan Yahuwah. And I told you what the net is for. the netters, the nets. This dude personifies himself as Christ. His name is a see, Jesus Christ personifies a net because he was a fisherman god. It's the same God right here, Aten, Aten, Odin. You arrange Netin, you get Aten. This God right here. And like I said, Elion personifies this technology of Aten too. Netin is Aten or Eten. And if you take the S off of this, you get Satan or Satan. If you put an S on Aten, you get Satan. And guess what? He got the technology of the Zionistic kingdom that's supposed to descend down from heaven. As you can see, they're basically establishing another city of Babylonian Zionism technology, y'all, to communicate with the rest of the flies, or what we call the Lord of the Flies. Because this guy got to communicate with everybody on earth. Yeah, that's the messenger God. And they call them certain entity. These entities are androgynous. They could shapeshift and all that. Guess what? Look at what he said. Israel Prime Minister Netanyahu says all of us are paying a personal price in war. He said his son had to cancel his wedding. Oh my God. What did I tell you this government was? A theocracy. The root word of theo is a theater. It's a theocracy. This is why I named my movie company Mar-a-Lago Red Theaters. Because we're dealing with theatrics, y'all. Why would we give a fuck about your son's wedding, y'all? You see what I'm saying? Why would we give a two flying fucks about this guy's wedding? When there's a war going on outside and no man is safe. Why would we give a fuck about a damn wedding? He really said that, y'all. And that's just mind-boggling to me. That's how I know a whole bunch of this stuff is just theatrics, theater, until some real pop off. And now it's a problem. Now all the theatrics cease to exist. Because like I said, 45 and 47, he gonna put an end to all these theatrics. It ain't gonna be no theocracy no more after this complete regime change. It ain't gonna be based off theocracy. Well, not all of it. Some of it might be, not all of it, but all that acting shit about to get cut out. This is why you see a lot of Hollywood going down, or what we call the Hollywood. The Hollywood is the magician wand. Trump is taking away the magician's wand. Let me show you right quick, family, what this statue represented. So when we look at the gold Trump statue, he had the gold Trump statue right here with the magic wand. All right. Now this magic wand represents the magician or the MAGA. This magic wand also represents the holy wood or the pen, or what they call the pen is a mightier than the sword. Because at this point, Donald Trump could write you out of existence. That's what's happening to the illegal immigrants. They getting written out of history, y'all. All right, by the stroke of a fucking pen. So that's another factor. Mind-boggling, y'all. Mind-boggling. Laura Loomer versus Candace and Tucker. Where is this going to end up? Where is this saga going to end? Like, after we've known so much dirt behind these entities we call paid actors, what next? And like I said, they very well could be telling the truth and lying at the same. You could walk and chew bubble gum at the same time. I don't understand. People be. I hate when people be like, "Oh man, you need to be worried about this. You need to be worried." Man, I could do both, motherfucker. I could watch sports and politics at the same time. People be like, "Oh man, shit, we just quit watching sports. You went so far right, you can't get back to the middle no more." And that's what people are struggling with right now. People trying to jump off the Trump train. As a matter of fact, if you want to be honest, the Trump train ain't all the way necessarily radical all the way to the right. You got different levels of that of Magadonians. That shit different levels. Don't mix me up with no damn radical. Cause like I said, there's fucked up people on both sides. Both sides are suffering from brain cancer. All right. It is what I don't caught people red-handed slipping on both sides. So shit, it's really going back center again. And I'm glad it is because y'all prickheads don't know what the fuck going on anyway. Shit, y'all slowing everybody else down. But yeah, we dealing with Central Casting, another episode of Central Casting. Like I said before, Candace Owens is mad at Trump because she's not a part of his administration. That's what it all boils down. She's like a woman scorn, like, damn man, he didn't fucking pick me. So we go just talk bad about it, you know what I'm saying? That's all that is. Because she struck out on Harvey Weinstein. She didn't even get Harvey Weinstein uh information because he matter of fact, he didn't plead guilty. He got convicted. And she never cleaned that up, y'all. She never cleaned it up, y'all. She just let it bleed out and it combed over to another topic. She just combed over this topic. All right. We already read these Bible verses. The lawlessness is already at work, y'all. And it's a mystery. So you're not gonna know unless you got the third eye. The third eye is something that real authentic humans have. I call it the batteries are included. Now, the thing is, if the batteries are not included, yes, you need a savior. All right, you need a artificial fifth dimensional deity to run you on autopilot because you don't have no. Your soul has been dormant for a while, and it's been dormant for so long. You don't know what light looks like. A lot of these new age uh, preachers, man, on the internet, they always tell you not to go into the damn light, man. They want you to stay in the dark. They don't want you to ascend to another level of existence. They want you stuck in this realm. That's why they give you Candace Owens, Lauren Loomer, and Tucker Carlson. But that was just very weird. Now let's pull up. Let's pull up this. Let me back up out of this right quick. Yeah, this is wild, man. I don't know why Candace Owens want to buck want to buck the system because the thing is, every time somebody speaks down on 45 and 47, man, their career just goes in the tanker. It just goes in the tanker. You know what I'm saying? We all seen it happen. They ain't never the same when they go against 40. I don't know what it is. 45, 47 got a hell of a spell on him. And then I believe she gonna make a comment like, "Yeah, I don't really know nothing about foreign relations. I think I should stick this one out and talk about Armando Pecan's wife having a penis. We really give a fuck about the president's wife having a penis. When we got one named Big Mike here, you need to find out if Big Mike got a penis before you go all the way in France to try to debunk that penis. Now you're penis watching. Now you getting to what people do in the bedroom. God damn it, at least have some fucking respect. I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. Why would that be the top? I would never fucking hell. I would never create a fucking topic like that. That's not on my mind. Transformer, a fucking transformer, y'all. And if we are talking about transformers, they're gonna be in this damn this damn country. It's not gonna be some because the thing is now you got to take your black ass to France if you want to go see the Leaning Tower Pisa shit shit you might get hit because you said something about this. You know what I'm saying? They ain't fucking playing with your dumb ass. You know what I'm saying? Ain't got no fucking street smarts and shit. And her followers thinking she head Negro in charge around this bitch, but she ain't come see Mr. Trumptastic first, man. The thing is, you gotta go through me to get through a lot of shit. And I'm not trying to be cocky about it. It just is what it is. I done the investigation work. I do this for a living. So even Cash Patel, man. Cash Patel. Shouts out to my guy Cash Patel. Y'all heard what he said, y'all. He even put the memo out, man. You don't think Cash Patel know what the fuck going on with different characters that pop up in this damn comic book? Newsflash, you know who cares about you know who and X. He wants to own the company that owns humanity. Don't believe me? He's got his millionaire buddies at the Comedy Central World Economic Forum running Twitter. He really said that. He really said that. And guess what? You think fans of Elon Musk seen that? Hell no. Because when you have favorites, when you pick and choose, you don't know anything anyway. Because your favorites really ain't gonna tell you how they fucking you over. They're not. You have to decipher everything people are saying, so you don't look fucking stupid. You need to be in tune with yourself so you don't look fucking stupid. But since you got favorites, you don't know what the fuck going on. I got favorites, but I know who the fuck I know what's going on. That's the difference. Y'all got favorites, but you don't know what the hell's going on. That's the problem in this world. And it ain't gonna get no better because let me show you something right here. It ain't gonna get no better. I seen them doing this shit. I said, hell no. I said they finally did it. Cause the thing is, this right here, this video I'm about to play you, this is not a real person, y'all. This is an AI influencer, and they taking over the internet. They have real conversations, real bodies. They just holographic, and they copy the human exactly. A perfect. This is a perfect copy of it. It's not really her. It's not really her. Now the thing is, this person could be dead and gone, but since the devil likes to steal your likeness and trap it in this damn net, we already went over why the devil likes to trap you in nets. Because he's a fisherman. And yes, he comes with the hook. Let me show you the hook. This is the hook, or what we call Candyman. And when you say Candyman name 3 times, bees come out his mouth. And I told you about the Lord of the Flies and how the Masonic bees circulate around this god Saturn right here. This is your god Saturn. He got the hook right here, or what we call the question mark. That's why God say don't question his ass. Because if you start questioning him, you start questioning this motherfucker right here, he go hook you. Hook. That's why they throw up the hook 'em horns right here. Saturn is another goat deity, and he got, you see his beard. His beard look like Satan. All right, and he's dealing with the kid. He's eating his kids. This is Do I got Saturn in his spook? It's Saturn in his spook form right here, eating his own son, sacrificing his own son. This would be equivalent to the father sacrificing Jesus, because he got to go back into the Father to be reincarnated. But this Saturn in his spook form, and this is him taking a chunk out of his son. He eats the kid, the goat, the sacrificial lamb, y'all. All right, but this is your hook God right here. And what did God say? Don't question his ass, or he gonna stab you with this damn harpoon. All right, it just is what it is. But like I said, this hook also provides a net. This is Netan Yahoo or Satan Yahoo or Satan Yahoo or Aten Yahoo. He would be considered your false prophet right here. He's a false prophet. He ain't the Antichrist. He's just a false prophet for the Antichrist. He don't know nothing about no goddamn technology. The only thing what this motherfucker know how to do, he probably knows some nuclear codes, some shit like that. That ain't really, you know what I'm saying? That ain't really too much. You know what I'm saying? If you already seated in that position, you could just say, "Oh man, I got the nuclear code." You already seated into that damn you already seated into the Messiah family anyway. So the thing is, that's not like it's something to be proud of because you've been born into this shit. You know what I'm saying? So the thing is with this dude, he just come on TV and spread fear like the false prophet says in the Bible. But the real antichrist is these motherfuckers, these artificial humanoids. God said you would not be battling with flesh and blood. Do you think these motherfuckers got flesh and blood? No, these motherfuckers got oil and transmission fluid in this bitch. But they making them just like us. So see what I'm saying? This is a hell of an upgrade on a virtual level because you got the physical and you got the holographic. This is the knowledge of the Holy Grail, y'all. This is what you call Zionism. But y'all, that's the thing, man. This is how stupid people are. You look at this shit right here. Yes, this is Zionism, y'all. Zionism is a holographic city that's supposed to be descending from heaven in the last days. And guess what? Since it's holographic, only the people that have the all seeing eye or the power of the all seeing eye or open pineal gland can see this shit. So this is your replacement, y'all. And this is why I'm so glad I did my content like this. I knew it was gonna take a while to regain my people's back because my first two channels they got burnt up. I didn't know how to talk on it. I really didn't know how to articulate myself on the internet, and we just crashed out for real. So how I got everything set up right now is perfect, and then we go add on to that. But this is some people's replacement, y'all. People really going to be conversating with these abominations of desolation. Now, look, this is not a real person, y'all, but you cannot tell unless somebody told you. Look,
Step one, don't be dumb like me and glue your.
the thing is, if didn't nobody tell me, I would have said, man, this shit real, man. I would have thought this stuff was real, but if somebody's bringing it to your attention, like, hey, man, they really got this stuff out. I knew they had it out, but I didn't know they just perfected it. They just perfected this shit, y'all. You can commit crimes. All people can place you at a crime scene and manufacture some shit. You never know, man. They really got society about to crash out because the thing is, if these people, well, I'm not gonna say they real people, but they are gonna have. Well, they already got rights. These people got you know what I'm saying? You try to copyright this shit, they already go get you. They already got rights. Matter of fact, Sophia, she has more power over you, and she works at the UN. And she's not even real. She's not a real skin and flesh suit, but she got more power over you. So, with that being said, you already know what time it is. It's game over. It's game over. Man versus machine. And the thing is, if you get fooled by these motherfuckers, you get fooled by these three stooges, oh hell no. You ain't got a chance. That's what I said. A lot of y'all just going to hell with the Antichrist. When I see people kicking and screaming on the internet about trending topics, I'll be like, ha 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 ha. Y'all wait, it's y'all time. Y'all going in circles. That's Saturn. That's your god Saturn. Got you going in the circle. I told you people worship this god they call Satan or Saturnel. Saturn is Satan. Because he always gonna have your ass going in a circle. All right. That's how he can keep track of all the beasts in the field through this zodiac system, and he sits in the middle of the cosmos, just like the blah 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 blah, just like your system, your electromagnetic system in your body, your central nervous system. I had a brain fart. Yeah, sometimes my engine slips. Yes, but L personifies the central nervous system. All right.
Your eyeballs shut. Use the damn mirror, not your front cam. Step two, pray. These tweezers do not got my back today. Hey, hold up. PERD. That's one cluster down, 39 to go. I'm basically a licensed esthetician now. Y'all see the vision? I look like a tired fairy, a sexy one. Y'all all look at me. I did that.
That's crazy, y'all. That's absolutely nothing. So yeah, I don't know what we gonna do with that. There ain't much you can do with that. I don't care how how much you call on the name of Christ. That ain't going nowhere. And that's crazy. We can't defeat that all at one time. We can't even defeat that, y'all. We cannot we cannot defeat that, y'all. Let me say this one more time. You tell me the plan. Ain't nobody got no plan. It's over with. Didn't I tell y'all it was over? Didn't I make a show called The End? So when I see people saying we go do this and we go do that, and we just showed you the beginning to the end, you might as well conjure up some new content. I'm telling you, because it's about over for some people. I told you it was the end, man. I made, you know how long I made this thumbnail? I made this thumbnail 3 years ago. I'm just now reusing it. I knew it was the end a long time ago, y'all. We talked about this. I said, man, it's the end. We just gotta wait till everybody else to catch up. Just like if you drop a nuclear bomb, guess what? You gotta wait till the other people. You gotta wait for the other people to die before 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 you've been blown up in this damn nuclear whirlwind. They gotta wait on you to die. That's how much the impact, and you not even gonna hear it. That's what that one general said. He said when we drop the nuclear bomb, he said you'll be dead for 3 days before you even know it. I said, damn. I said, that's Godspeed right there. So if they drop a nuclear bomb, you ain't gonna die until 3 days later. You ain't gonna realize you've been blown up until 3 days later. That's how long the shock will take for your body to react. That is, your shit been blown to smithereens out this bitch. Because your soul is still gonna be connected to the thought of you being in that body. But when your shit find out you been blown to smithereens, what you gonna do? Absolutely nothing. Because there's not a body to get back into. Why you think people in Israel and all these other countries keep on getting blown up over again? Why you think they need CERN and all these Cabbage Patch technology to reproduce their population? Ain't no way you blow 300 motherfucking soldiers get blown up. Where are you getting all these extra people at to fight in your war? If you 50,000 blown, you know what I'm saying? Those are astronomical numbers, and they keep on putting them across the damn TV ticker every fucking day. And I said, man, ain't no way all these damn soldiers getting wiped, blown to smithereens. 50,000, 100,000. Hell no. Where y'all getting these damn people from? And we already went over that. They got caught red-handed on that episode as well. All right? Yeah. I think we pretty much done, man. I wanted to go longer, but it is what it is. Unless, you know what, we can go longer. Let me take a smoke break, man. You know what, I'm about to put it on. I'm about to put it on some news for us right quick. Yeah, I'm gonna smoke and make some more coffee. So yeah, let's just chill out, man. Because I really didn't want to get off, and then people not talking. I just talked for a whole hour and a half straight, man. Hold on, with no guests. With no guests. Yeah, because we still got to go over these tweets too. I can extend the show. I can elongate if I want to, man. It just be, man, some of y'all just be dead out there. I'm like, damn. You know what I'm saying? Like, fuck, are y'all out there or not? I don't know. So I just be like, man, let me just do a whole hour and just end the show. That's how I be. That's how I be sometimes. But at least the information is recorded so I can pass it on to my son and shit. And anybody else that want to feed up on these topics, because this the information that's go get you through to the next level. You knowing that you ain't really that safe. like you thought you was. So yeah, I'm gonna take a smoke break. Let me check these. Let me check these. What did he say? DEI deport every illegal black immigrants or not immigrants Juneteenth. And I was gonna do a Juneteenth episode. I usually do it every year, but shit, I ain't gonna do it because shit. I think Juneteenth is on his way out. Trump already mentioned. Hold on, hold on, y'all. Let me. I'm just checking my messages right quick. Man, they done fucking slowed down my channel, man. I really don't care because I got a passion for doing this stuff, but it is what it is. Hold on. I'm about to get y'all together right quick. Trust me, just hold tight. And I thought, oh, here it goes. Oh yeah, and about Fat Joe. Fat Joe is being investigated by the Department of Justice. We did a episode on Fat Joe like a day ago. I think he's being indicted. Um, yeah, he being indicted. Hold on, let's go to this right quick.
So I'm going to read through a few of the pages from this Fat Joe lawsuit that was brought forth by his former hype man by the name of Terrence Dixon. He's suing the rapper for a substantial amount of money for a bunch of claims that he has made against the rapper. Defendant Fat Joe's control over plaintiff extended far beyond mere financial exploitation or denial of credit. Over 16 years, defendant cultivated a deliberate environment of psychological manipulation, intimidation, and persistent threats to ensure plaintiffs' continued submission, silence, and loyalty despite ongoing abuse, exploitation, and humiliation. The defendant employed persistent verbal abuse, threats of physical violence, erratic and insufficient payment, manipulative control over travel and accommodations. Plaintiff was routinely coerced into engaging in sexual acts with women, specifically brought by defendant Fat Joe to hotel rooms and private gatherings following performances and studio events. Defendant Fat Joe frequently arranged and orchestrated these encounters, intentionally creating scenarios. Defendant Fat Joe regularly monitored these encounters closely, frequently remaining in the room to watch, record, or provide explicit direction and commands. Minor Doe 1 is a 16-year-old Dominican girl residing in New York. In exchange for cash, clothing, and payment of her cell phone bill, defendant would get oral X and other sexual acts performed on him by Minor Doe 1. Minor Doe 2.
Nah, he going to prison, y'all. Fat Joe is going to prison, y'all. And like I said, remember what Diddy said? Diddy said he before he go to prison, he about to take everybody down with him. Now we done seen Fat Joe go down, and then we done seen Tyler Perry go down, all in the same week. Then we heard Big Nose, uh, what's his name, Shannon Sharp, Big Nose. We seen his ass. Lawsuits. Oh, what in their net worth, y'all. Soldier Boy got caught up too. Rapper means raper, rapist, rapper. If you rap, you're probably most likely you're probably a racist 9 times out of 10. All right, there's only a few good ones left, y'all. There ain't a lot of good people left out here, especially in the entertainment community. A lot of people sat at home during the scamdemic. The AI took all the writing jobs, so writers they had a writing strike. A lot of these actors are not getting movie roles anymore. They're on the internet with us, clogging up the damn air. This is why we not getting max numbers because we got celebrities on the internet. Celebrities are supposed to be on TV. They are not supposed to be on the internet. The internet was for people like us. Now, guess who's getting your views? Guess who's eating up all your views? The people that's supposed to be on TV. Candace Owens supposed to be on TV. Tucker Carlson supposed to be on TV. And Laura Loomer, I don't know where she gonna reside at. She's like an internet personality. But these two should not be on the damn internet. That's why you can't take off because these people clogging up the airwaves. They only got like 3, 4, 5 main heads, and that's it. You got to get their information from them, and they shit be wrong half the time too. And when they get exposed for being a hypocrite, they don't acknowledge any type of questions at all. Trump says national intelligence community is wrong about Iran's nuclear plans. But guess what? See, Tulsi Gabbard, she into some shit too. She done jumped the gun too. The dishonest media is intentionally taking my testimony out of context and spreading fake news as a way to manufacture division. Maybe yes, maybe no. But shit, Trump said, I don't care what Tulsi Gabbard said. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, Trump looking crispy in that MAGA hat and that damn tan. Trump says Israel does not have the capacity to destroy Iran's nuclear site on their own. Damn. So they go need help from Poppy 45. They go need help. And like I said, Trump go hit his target. He ain't go. He's not gonna put too many people at risk unless they just. You know how. You know how these terrorists, man. They'll have kids around them. School. They'll be ducked next to a school or some shit like that, and it's hard to get them because you don't want to cause mass casualties with kids. But shit, the thing is, they teaching their kids to hate everybody else over there. So that shit, some people be like, shit, fuck them and them damn, you know what I'm saying, kids, they, you know what I'm saying, they growing up in school being told to hate everybody else, so they go end up kamikaze anyway. That's how they reincarnate to these fucked up countries, these third world countries. You can't do shit. The land ain't free. You gotta wear a rag over your fucking head, and guess what? You don't even know yourself anymore after you live in certain countries. So yeah, that's the bad part of it. Is reincarnating into being a Jewish kid at Gaza. That would be the worst reincarnation ever. That means you damn near in hell and you gotta dodge hellfire, these bullets, these damn missiles and all that shit. Soldiers. Your own soldiers, you know what I'm saying? Your own soldiers put you to death, blaming it on another country. All that stuff is going on simultaneously right now. Just how everybody has their own deep state, y'all. And it seemed like sometimes they work better together than the good people because guess what? Evil people are more on accord than good people are nowadays. To be honest with you, and you wonder why evil done reign for the last 10,000 years. Good people get lazy, they get tired. Evil people, they just put the shit on autopilot. How you gonna beat that? How you gonna beat that? You can't. History proves that you can't. How many times do they gotta reset the earth after a nuclear fallout? You see this bitch right here? She got more rights than you. All right. She got and she make way more money than you. I'm gonna put some on because I gotta. Oh, gotta take a smoke break and we go turn back down.
Anyone of any age with any health condition. Turn sitting, resting, and watching TV into an effective and healthy passive exercise.
Was at SEAL Team 3 and then served on the East Coast at the SEAL teams over there as well. And did my 20. And then my time was up and there was a younger, better generation coming behind me. So it was time to get out of the way.
SEAL Team 3. Okay, I had to get it right. By the way, we always hear about SEAL Team 6 with the Osama bin Laden thing. How many teams are there, and do the numbers go in order, or did I hear some rumor about you squids that years ago they skipped a couple numbers just to scare the bad guys?
There's truth behind that.
Okay, tell us that story.
Off the Russians. You've got the odd numbers on the West Coast, the even numbers on the East Coast.
Okay.
But, you know, all extremely special. And hey, the Air Force PJs, the CCTs, the Green Berets, all the communities are great. If you had to put the dream team together, you'd select from all those communities and throw them together to create the dream team. So I don't have a bad thing to say about any of the special operations or combat arms communities throughout any service.
Oh, no, listen, and I wasn't either. You know that, Mike. It's kind of like the hype that everybody does with the SEALs, right? And if I didn't kiss up to a SEAL that was coming on, then I'd feel bad. But no, hey, special operators from all branches, if we didn't have them, we'd be in trouble because you need them. And they've come through in so many missions. You can go back and look. You know, you've needed Army Airborne, because you need a whole bunch of guys that want to jump out of planes and go do something. You need those Marine recon and snipers to go in and take them out from hundreds and hundreds of yards away, if not 1,000. You need PJs, the Air Force guys that can jump out and get it done like the SEALs too. So all of our special operators are, in my opinion, the best of the best on the planet. I'm sure that the Brits say.
They tell us you're watching E channel television.
E entertainment television.
Oh, well, E stands for entertainment, is that right?
All that changed when on August 2nd, 1990, Iraqi leader Saddam Hussein invaded the neighboring Gulf state of Kuwait. His troops raped and pillaged the tiny country, threatening the flow of oil in the region and setting off a chain of events which led to war, with the U.S. leading a coalition of 34 nations. Whoa! Hussein's vow to set Kuwaiti oil fields on fire touched off global fears of environmental disaster. The response was swift and lethal as President Bush initiated Operation Desert Shield, with troops amassed and ready to extract Iraq's notorious Republican Guard.
Our strategy to go after this army is very, very simple. First, we're going to cut it off, and then we're going to kill it.
And Americans got to watch the whole shebang on TV.
Okay, go different sets right here. Do it.
New GPS technology, which would one day navigate you to the grocery store on your smartphone, was now guiding smart missiles with pinpoint accuracy at their targets. Iraq was pummeled by thousands of these smart bombs over the next 100 hours. It was a no contest against the Iraqi war machine, which proved to be far less terrifying than advertised.
The simple fact of the matter is that now, every time an Iraqi airplane takes off the ground, it's running away. As far as Saddam Hussein being a great military strategist, he is neither a strategist, nor is he schooled in the operational art, nor is he a tactician, nor is he a general, nor is he as a soldier. Other than that, he's a great military man. I want you to know that.
That same year, the Leaning Tower of Pisa is closed to the public for the first time due to concerns of it falling over. It didn't. The channel beneath the English Channel connects France and England.
That's right. And there they are.
And Tim Berners-Lee publishes the first page on the World Wide Web. No annoying pop-ups just yet. On February 11th, 1991, odds makers in Las Vegas gave Buster Douglas a 42-to-1 chance of beating the undefeated and undisputed heavyweight champion of the world, Mike Tyson. Douglas shocked the world by knocking out the champ in the 10th round, one of the biggest upsets in sports history.
Oh, nice uppercut by Buster Douglas. Look at this. He's knocked Mike Tyson down for the first time in his career. Mike Tyson hits the canvas. He's in big trouble. He may not be able to recover. It's up to 7 and 8. He's not going to make it. Unbelievable. 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 Buster Douglas is the new heavyweight champion of the world.
Was not the only tough guy to go down. Mafia boss John Gotti, known as the Teflon Don for his flamboyant style and 3 trial acquittals during the 1980s, was finally nailed by the FBI on April 2nd, 1992. And this time, the charges stuck.
The Teflon is gone, the Don is covered with Velcro, and every charge in the indictment stuck.
The conviction only happened after Sammy the Bull Gravana, a high-ranking member of the Gotti crime syndicate, flipped and ratted him out to the FBI. Gotti was found guilty of conspiracy to commit murder, racketeering, and sentenced to life in prison.
Let me tell you something. Nowadays, everybody's got to go to shrinks and counselors and go on Sally Jesse Raphael and talk about their problems. Whatever happened to Gary Cooper, the strong, silent type? That was an American. He wasn't in touch with his feelings. He just did what he had to do. See, what they didn't know was once they got Gary Cooper in touch with his feelings, that they wouldn't be able to shut him up. And then it's dysfunction this, and dysfunction that, and dysfunction mafungo.
Politics in the 1990s were marked by war, scandal, civil rights, and rekindled calls for a new world order. In February of 1990, after spending nearly 30 years in prison for opposing the system of apartheid in South Africa, Nelson Mandela was released and became leader of the African National Congress. The next year, in 1991, Boris Yeltsin was elected leader of post-Soviet Union Russia. The period was a turbulent one for Russia, but Yeltsin was the first freely popular elected president in Russia's history. America was about to turn tabloid itself as a young governor from Arkansas redefined the modern presidential campaign and re-energized a devastated Democrat Party.
I know you've been through this a billion times, but can we get into the smoking the joint thing again?
That's why I played saxophone. You see, you have to blow into it, so you have to inhale with a saxophone or you die. That's how I learned to inhale, playing my saxophone. You blow out, and then you have to inhale.
If you've been in an accident that wasn't your fault, well, your favorite attorney has a message for you. Collision, calamity, catastrophe? Are you innocent, faultless, above reproach? If you want money, you need an attorney. You need a bulldog. But finding one, it's laborious, it's strenuous, it's stupefying. That's why you gotta call the number on your screen now. They'll help you connect to a legal expert. You have questions, they have answers. They know the legalese, the lingo, the jargon, and the argot. They'll even tell you how much money your case could be worth. 300,000, 2 million, 86,491, all sorts of numbers. Slip and falls, work accidents, car, truck, bus, motorcycle, motorbike, e-bike, tandem bike. These bulldogs will make sure people pay. And if you don't get paid, the attorneys don't get paid, and I don't get paid. So I compel you, I implore you, I beseech you to pick up that phone and call now to see what your case could be worth.
800-428-1369.
Look at this one under eye bag. It's gone.
There's this side and this side.
This to this. 50 and haven't slept in weeks. 35 and fresh from a vacation.
They are some of the hottest videos on social media. Those videos claiming to instantly get rid of bags under your eyes. Well, today we're going to see one for ourselves and let you be the judge. It's called Plexiderm, and lifestyle expert Annette Figueroa is here to tell us why she says this one is for real.
This one is for real, and I'm so excited. We even have a video, and you'll notice the model has bags underneath his eyes and some sagging, and all he uses is a small amount on a clean, dry face, and that's how easy it is.
All right, what's the active ingredient?
Okay, so it's silicates that are minerals found in shale rock, and what it does is it tightens and lifts the appearance of bags underneath your eyes in as little as 10 minutes, no prescriptions, and very little effort. Even watching the video, this is a real, it's a model, but it's a real guy with real bags underneath his eyes. And I did this to my father. We were at home. I had the timer on, and we were screaming. 4 minutes, 34 seconds, completely gone.
My real true opinion is holy words I can't say on camera. These lines bother me. They really do. And this is absolutely unbelievable. I mean, I could feel it just lifting my skin. It was amazing. It feels good. Feels great. Looks even better.
And not only does it work on the bags, it works on the appearance of crow's feet, fine lines, and wrinkles. So it targets all those problem areas.
So this would be a daily thing, or
it absolutely could be a daily thing. But the way you want to do it is you want to have a clean, dry face. You use a small amount because it's so powerful. You have high school reunions, you have events you want to go to, you want to look years younger. This is it.
At our $14.95 price, it's the best way to try Plexiderm and see it work after your first application. Your solution is at plexidermtrial.com or call the number on your screen.
I was exhausted all the time, and I just didn't feel like myself. And then came the weight gain. I found out I was like millions of Americans whose thyroid gland wasn't functioning like it was supposed to. And that's why I started taking Actilin, a premium nutritional supplement. Actilin was created by renowned physician Dr. David Brownstein, formulated with 17 powerful ingredients to specifically support your thyroid function, adrenal health, and metabolism. And now, you can get a free bottle of Actilin with our special offer. Just pay a small shipping and handling charge. Plus, receive Dr. Brownstein's free special report, A Doctor's Guide to a Healthy Thyroid. If you're experiencing loss of energy, cold hands and feet, dry skin, weight gain, or joint pain, Actilin may be right for you. Don't wait. Act now. Get your free trial bottle of Actilin, valued at $39.95.
Now, back to the 90s, decade of change.
First of all, let me say good late afternoon. Because of the HIV virus that I have attained, I will have to retire from the Lakers.
The 1990s were jam-packed with revolutionary advances in technology, business, and opportunity, but came with more than its share of tragedy. In Los Angeles, police were video recorded beating black motorist Rodney King. The horror of the video, broadcast into homes across the nation, lit the fuse on a powder keg that had been fomenting for
of the video.
All right, I'm back. Hold on.
To homes across the nation.
Yeah, I'm back. Hold on. Let me put this on. We go hear this Tucker Carlson and Ted Cruz. They said Ted Cruz tries to use the Bible to justify his support for Israel's bombings of Iran. I watched this. Dude don't know nothing about the damn Bible, man. Let me pull this up. Like, he knows nothing about the Bible.
Growing up in Sunday school, I was taught from the Bible, those who bless Israel will be blessed, and those who curse Israel will be cursed. And from my perspective, I want to be on the blessing side of things.
Of those who bless the government of Israel?
Those who bless Israel is what it says. It doesn't say the government of it, it says the nation of Israel. So that's in the Bible. As a Christian, I believe that.
Where is that?
I can find it to you.
The nation of Israel is the UN and UNESCO. They're another city state like DC. So when they bless Israel, they enriching themselves. It just is what it is. It's a big money pit. It's equivalent to the Democrats in Ukraine, basically. And whoever's in power at the time, just the regime change. So yeah, they go see Israel is like a hub. It's one big hub for these elites. And yes, they have investments in that small city state. They also have stockpiles of weapons as well. And like I said, if they want to pull the plug at any time, they can. But not Israel, but Iran, due to this money laundering scheme by Barry Sortos, has came back to bite him in the ass, basically. And everybody knows this, you know what I'm saying? So this is the result of what he did. So let's get into it.
I don't have the scripture off the tip of my. You pull out the phone and use the.
It's in Genesis, but so you're quoting a Bible phrase. You don't have context for it. And you don't know where in the Bible it is, but that's like your theology. I'm confused. What does that even mean,
Tucker?
I'm a Christian. I want to know what you're talking about.
Okay. Where does my support for Israel come from? Number one, because biblically we're commanded to support Israel. But number two,
hold on.
I'm not holding on.
Hold on. You're a senator, and
so when they talk about that, let me pull this up because that's just weird to me. Because he don't know what Israel is. I'm gonna pull this picture up. I'm trying to find it real quick. Yeah, if I can't find it, I should be able to find it on the internet. I can't. Oh, here we go. This is Israel right here. So when these Egyptian gods command that they protect this pantheon right here of Egyptian gods and goddesses, that's the command prompt for the simulation, y'all. So I want to know why the United States still worships ancient Egypt, disguised as these three pharaohs right here. ISIS, Ra, and Osiris. See, nobody wants to answer this question. Nobody wants to answer it. We won't get no answers. Because the thing is, to answer this question, you would be a hypocrite. You would be a hypocrite. You would have to say, man, yeah, we worship ancient Egypt. Nobody wants to say that. Nobody wants to come out right and denounce fantasy land. Nobody wants to do. See, people living in fantasy. You go see a lot of people just go along with this script, but I'm showing you where this originated from. This covenant originated from Egypt. On the back of your dollar is a pyramid. We won't get. Look, I'll tell you right now, we won't get no kickback off this, y'all, because I'm peeling the layers back behind this pantheon of gods that people worship. What do these three guys have to do with Christ, y'all? Will we get an answer tonight? Probably not, because people are still in fantasy land. So when Ted Cruz say he's commanded to worship Israel, he don't know nothing about this shit. That's why I said, man, these people that just follow, they just follow the script. They don't really know. They just being passed down what they told. And that's as far as it goes. Their knowledge is just capped off. And it's sad. It's really sad that Ted Cruz don't know shit about the Bible or Tucker Carlson. I told you they're gumps. They real live gumps, man. Y'all follow these people. Y'all put these motherfuckers on a pedestal, but they don't know basic Egyptology. They commands come from motherfucking ISIS, Ra, and El. God damn it. That's where it come from. These three deities right here. They very well alive. And El, who is El? El is Elon Musk. He's another personification of Elon Musk. Yeah. Mind uploading. That's what L stands for. The electromagnetic. He's basically Magneto right here. This is L right here. L don't move. But everybody else everybody else moves for him. And like I said, this is the knowledge of the serpent. Everything's connected by X marks the spot. And what did I tell y'all? That's connected to the central nervous system. This the chip that you gonna need to survive in this new world of Zionism. But to be anchored to it, yeah, you would have this mark of the beast right here. And they all show you in these they all show you this Serapis Christos with the cup on his head. This is Neuralink. He got the cup on his head too. Why does Jesus Christ or Serapis Christos got a cup on his head? Because this personifies the Holy Grail, or what we call the Holy Ghost. And they technically got to drill a hole in your head. All right? It just is what it is. A lot of y'all going to hell with this damn mind uploading technology, because the thing is they're making the real world hard to live in, and then guess what? You gonna want to mind upload on this internet, this damn chip of Aten. This is you see the tentacles coming from. That's what's grasping onto your your brain connectors, or your brain, whatever they call it, brain waves, is connecting to this chip right here. And this is X. This is why Elon Musk named his son Little X. Because everything goes into this X right here. Everything goes into the center. This is the black hole they worship at Mecca. Everybody worships this black hole. But this black hole go by many a names. Many a names. The hole has to go into the center of the brain, or the crease, or what we call the Christ, because Jesus represents a split in time. This device represents a split in time. This device has the same capabilities to make a blind man see. Jesus Christ had the same technology. And guess what? They hunted him down too. Just like they go hunt Elon, just like they hunted Elon Musk down, they same way they hunted. Well, the thing is, it really hasn't boiled over yet until he has fully administrated this brain computer face apparatus. So let's get back into the video. Let's get back into the video review.
Now you're throwing out theology, and I am a Christian, and I am allowed to weigh in on this. We are commanded as Christians to support the government of Israel?
He ain't no Christian. He's an Egyptian. All right. I told y'all Christianity came from ancient Egypt. This is Amen, Amen, Ra. And people still say his name after the prayer. After the prayer, they call on this Egyptian god, Amen. What they call, and this is 15,000 years before Christ, y'all. So Christianity started in Egypt. I can pull up all kind of stuff. All right. So when you see the rapper throwing up the X or throwing up the cross, that's calling on a god Osiris, and he had the same characteristics as Christ as well. But didn't they say Christ learned his ways from Egypt just like Moses? Christ's forefather Moses. So they telling you everything you need to know, but when the doctrine is split up in different denominations, you're not gonna. You see, all these deities got different programmings, but they all operate off this same Godhead. They all do the will of this God, and it's basically man versus machine, or what we call trading places.
We are commanded to support Israel, and what
does that mean, Israel?
We're told those who bless Israel will be blessed.
But what? Hold on, define Israel. This is important. Are you kidding? This is a majority Christian country.
Define Israel. Do you not know what Israel is? That would be the country you've asked like 49 questions about.
So,
but I don't think I can watch much of this right now. This shit making my head hurt. I'm gonna be honest with you. You got two white men right here don't know shit about Israel. This Israel right here, the Church of Scientology, goddammit. That's what Israel is. ISIS, Ra, and hell. But are we gonna get to the truth? No, we're not. I told you, artificial influencers, artificial politicians, everything's artificial, y'all. Everything's theater because these motherfuckers don't know the truth anyway. These people don't know the real truth anyway. They all live in fantasy land. And if you're following these people and taking their word by word, you're not eating the fish and spitting out you're eating the whole fucking fish, dude. When they say eat the fish and spit out the bones, that's exactly what you're supposed to do. You're not fucking doing it. You're eating a whole fucking fish. That's why you don't know what's going on. You have a smartphone in your hand and you're still asking questions. That's how you can detect that you've been left behind, through the smartphone. You got a smartphone in your hand and you don't know what's going on in 2025, that means you've been left behind with the Antichrist. That means you've been chipped, but you go around saying, I ain't been chipped. I'm waiting on Christ. But you chipped though. You already received your blessing of not knowing a damn thing. Pretty much done with the show. Because all these three stooges is making my fucking head hurt. We've been on here 2 hours. We had a brief intermission, but we've been on here 2 hours. So I'm going to shut it down. And we go fire it back up tomorrow on something else. But yeah, I'm out of here. I'm out. Love y'all. I'm out.